What's up, YouTube? Today I'm gonna make a quick little video about what it's like to daily drive this 2004 F-250 with the 6-liter powerstroke diesel. It really didn't need to, but I had it plugged in last night because it is snowing. It's right on that. It's like at the 33, 34 degrees mark where it's not quite freezing and it's just miserable. So we'll see how she starts. Starts right up. Sounds great. They're a lot quieter than a lot of people seem to think they are. At least this one is. Alright, well I'm going to let her warm up for about 5 minutes and then I'll get the GoPro on and get going. Alright. She's been idling here for about 5 minutes. We'll see how she goes. I don't know if you guys could see on the video or not. I don't even remember if I showed the exhaust pipe, but there was no smoke at all when it started. Runs very smooth. We have had this truck for about 4 years, something like that, 3 or 4 years, and we've done a lot to it. We've replaced all kinds of valves and sensors, and I think the first thing we did was EGR delete, and then put in a new ICP sensor, or IPC sensor, because it was surging and stalling and misfiring. So we changed that, and it's got an aftermarket turbo. We didn't do that. A diesel shop up by Everett, I think, did that. That's where we bought the truck. So it's got aftermarket turbo, variable vane, and it ran good for probably 2 years, and it started misfiring again, and a little bit of surging. Not too much. We didn't think that it was the ICP valve again because, well, we just changed it. So we tried running some different additives through it and changing the oil, and that seemed to help a little bit. And then one day, Grandpa, last year, almost exactly a year ago, Grandpa was at Safeway, and he went and started the truck and was about to drive home. He went about 2 feet and it just died, just like it hit a brick wall. Just stopped right in the middle of the parking lot. So that was no good. He had to have it towed home. That was the only time it ever left us stranded. I had to go rescue him, and it took us probably a good 4 or 5 months to figure out that the reason it had died like that was that what was that valve called? Oil pressure regulator? Oh yeah, the IPR valve. Yeah, the IPR valve went out. And it was toast, and that shorted, and then there was a short somewhere in the wiring harness that blew the fickum. And so we took the fickum out and rebuilt it ourselves with a new board, and changed the IPR valve, and it started. it still wasn't running right. It would, like, we started it and it would, you could rev it to about 1500 RPMs and then it'd start to misfire real bad. And it would just kind of chug and huff and it didn't sound right at all. Didn't like to rev, had hardly any power. So that took us about another 6 months just to figure it out. We only just recently found out what it was because we cranked it up and there was a horrible oil leak coming from under the turbo. So I thought maybe the gasket blew out on the drain pipe on the turbo, which would have been horrible. And it was really pouring out. I mean, we must have lost a good 4 or 5 quarts in a couple minutes. And just last weekend I stuck my phone back behind the turbo and recorded a video of it running, and we saw very clearly that the oil was coming from the ICP valve. So we took that out, changed that again, and now it's just fine. And this time we put a higher quality valve in, so I mean, we shouldn't have that problem again. We shouldn't have had it in the first place, but anyway, it's running good again now. We also changed the number 3 and the number 7 injector. Turns out we didn't need to do that. That was in our efforts to find the misfire. It turned out to be the ICP and the FICM. But yeah, we've done a lot to this truck, and it's running great. It's always, like, if we had the little sensors and all the electronics taken care of, it's always pretty much run really good and been a reliable truck. But you know, they had Pressure International and get this motor out in 2003 as soon as they could, so they missed a lot of stuff, and I feel like we've gone through and taken care of most of that. Well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will be selling this truck, so stay tuned for that. I'm not sure how much we're going to be asking for it. It's in really good condition, only has 204,000 miles. I'm going to drive it for a while, make sure it's alright before we sell it. But yep, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.